Picture yourself under the Caribbean sun, waves lapping at a floating base, the radio crackling with word of an unprecedented threat. You're not just a soldier, you're a founder of an army of your own. Welcome back to the age of trenches and ideologies. This is the world of Metal Gear Solid, Peacewalker. Hey everyone, it's LK Gaming. If your heart beats faster for tales of loyalty, sacrifice, epic struggles and unforgettable gameplay moments, you're exactly in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive. Today, we're going to wander through Peacewalker, its story, its mechanics, how it fits, and stands out, in the legendary Metal Gear Solid saga, why so many players remember it so fondly, and maybe even why it's a hidden gem you shouldn't let slip by. Released in 2010 by Kojimaproductions and published by Konami, Peacewalker takes place in 1974, in Costa Rica, a country that does not have a standing army. You step into the boots of Snake, who in the chronology is the legendary Big Boss, as he leads the mercenary force MSF, Militaires Sans Frontières, in a world of shifting allegiances and nuclear dread. The mission, build your force, defend your ideals, and in the process face not just enemies, but what it means to be a soldier without borders. The narrative blends Cold War intrigue, ethical dilemmas, and the personal cost of war in a way that feels cinematic and yet intimate. What makes Peacewalker special is how it retains the signature Metal Gear stealth action DNA, while branching into fresh terrain. Like many games in the Metal Gear line, stealth is central. You're encouraged to creep, avoid detection, use gadgets, and think ahead. As one review put it, the stealth action at the heart of Peacewalker is tense, challenging, and tightly executed. Instead of one long unbroken narrative mission like some previous titles, Peacewalker gives you a set of main ops and extra ops. You choose missions, replay them, build your strength. One of the larger shifts, building and managing MSF's mother base, or equivalent, becomes a part of the process. You recruit, you develop, and you build your force. That element wasn't as deep in many earlier games. Peacewalker includes co-op missions, 2 to 4 players, which is a departure from the mostly single-player focus of previous entries. This adds a social layer to the experience. Originally on PSP, later HD editions for PS3/Xbox 360. Some mechanical compromises, e.g., controls for handheld, but also creative design solutions. When you look at later games in the Metal Gear saga, particularly the open-world ambitions of something like Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, you can see Peacewalker as a bridge. It retains mission structure but introduces building, recruitment, co-op. Some mechanics in Peacewalker foreshadow what was coming. In summary, Peacewalker wears the cloak of a Metal Gear game you know and love, but its insides shift, giving you agency, replay value, collaboration, and a sense of growing a world rather than just infiltrating one. There are quite a few reasons Peacewalker holds a place in many hearts. Even though some critics felt the gameplay wasn't revolutionary, the storytelling resonated. One reviewer said, to put Peacewalker simply, the story is killer. The mission-based structure plus base building plus extra ops means there's more to do than just beat the story. One review noted, it's easy to pick up and play, plenty of replay value, can be enjoyed with friends. Many Metal Gear games have you as the lone hero sneaking around. Here, you feel like you're creating something, recruiting soldiers, building your base, building a legacy. That gives a different kind of satisfaction. For those who played with a friend, that social memory sticks. Hey, remember that co-op mission when we tried to take down that tank together? These shared moments helped the game endure. Because it launched on PSP, it didn't always get the same spotlight as the main console games. That gives it a bit of cult status. Those who found it feel like they found something special. If you played it back when it launched, you remember the PSP screen, the portability, maybe playing on the go, coming back to base late at night. Those memories hold up. The game holds strong reviews. Metacritic shows it as generally favorable, with a high score for PSP. All these factors together explain why this isn't just another stealth game. It's a game with personality, heart, and a difference. Let's dig a little further into what makes Peacewalker tick and some interesting tidbits. The game uses a comic book style for many cutscenes, especially in the PSP version. This stylistic choice gives it a unique flair relative to earlier full, 3D FMV heavy entries. One review noted that while the story was fantastic, the gameplay felt just okay in places. It didn't always reach the bar of the biggest console blockbusters. That doesn't mean it's weak, it just shows that different players value the different parts, story versus gameplay, differently. The HD edition for PS3/Xbox 360 brought upgrades, higher resolution, more stable frame rate, dual analog support, improved audio. If you missed the original PSP version, this gives you a quality remaster. There are deeper lore links. Peacewalker sits in the chronology between the earlier Big Boss era games and later events in the Metal Gear saga. So for fans of the story, it fills in meaningful blanks. On the PSP it was less visible compared to major console releases, which means many players didn't play it at release, so discovering it later can feel like uncovering something rare. Anecdotes reflect that. Multiplayer and base-building features were considered innovative for the franchise at the time. For example, Wired highlighted the co-op syncing feature, 2 players merging life bars, auto-follow, and teamwork against heavy threats. While beloved, some players point out steep difficulty spikes or certain mission designs that feel overly repetitive. But even those design critiques become part of the fond memory. That one mission wrecked me but I loved it. For those looking back with nostalgia, many recall the PSP memory stick, the UMD disc, the Wi-Fi co-op sessions, the sense of, I'm building our base while you're outside doing recon. If you experienced it, you carry that feeling. Now, close your eyes for a second and go back in time. You plug your PSP or fire up the HD version on the TV. The mission briefing loads. The ocean horizon is still visible. You feel the salty air, even if only because the music plays in your headphones. You head into the jungle, the first infiltration mission, heart pounding. You spot the guard's flashlight. You hold your breath. You slip into the shadows. That thrill, don't get spotted or it's over. After the mission, you return to base. You rotate your soldiers' assignments, you develop a new piece of gear, and you recruit a new member. You feel a sense of growth. We've done this. We can do more. Then you call a friend for co-op, okay, you cover the flank, I'll get the tanker. You laugh, you cover each other, and you succeed. Later, you fail, again, but you try again. That memory stays with you. When you see the credits roll, maybe you felt a moment of melancholy. The story is done, but your MSF lives on. You're part of something. You aren't just Snake, you're Big Boss now. You're the commander. Years later, you fire it up again. It's not just playing, it's revisiting a world, a time, a feeling. The textures might show their age, the control scheme might feel a little dated, but the core remains: adventure, camaraderie, purpose. That's the magic of Peacewalker. It isn't only about stealth or missions, it's about being part of a movement, building, leading, remembering. If you haven't yet experienced Metal Gear Solid, Peacewalker, I strongly encourage you to give it a chance, whether you're drawn by the story, the gameplay, or the nostalgic pull. And if you have played it, drop a comment below, your favorite mission, your most memorable co-op moment, that equipment upgrade you were so proud of. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more retrospective journeys like this one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time as we continue exploring the rich worlds of games and memories.